I want to say hi to all participants of Greener Life Club conference, both those present and those watching through Zoom. I want to make a presentation on fair trade and women's rights in Ghana. Let me take this opportunity to thank Dr. Mark and Dr. Kevin. Yes, day one, they already did my job for me. So they really dealt into the issues of fair trade, which is very important in every business. So basically want us to look at this in terms of my presentation guide or outline. First of all, I want us to look at what fair trade is. Then we go to look at why do we practice fair trade? How does fair trade work? And what are the benefits of fair trade? And in looking at the benefits of fair trade, we will be dealing with two main ways. We'll be looking at the benefits of fair trade in terms of the producers or the processors. Then we will also look at the benefits of fair trade in terms of the consumer. Then we will look at the women's rights in Ghana. We will look at what the relationship is between fair trade and women's rights in Ghana. And then, of course, we will conclude by looking at ways and means by which we can strengthen women's rights in Ghana. So first of all, I want us to look at what fair trade is. Now, fair trade is simply a way to make the difference in the lives of those who produces the product that we love. If we love shea butter, if you love cocoa butter, if we love palm oil, if we love the products that we use in making our cosmetics, we need to look at who are those who produce these products for us. So you need to look at those who produce those products, and you need to love the people who produce those products. But how do you do that? In simple words, fair trade can be described as a system where the processor and the producers are paid fair price for their products. Now, why do we practice fair trade? And I want to look at this, I want to explain this in the context of particularly northern Ghana. You know, shea butter and most of agro commodities are being produced in the rural communities of northern Ghana. And most of them are women. And we all know that the poverty situation in Ghana is very high and is very prevalent in the rural communities. And the worst affected people are the women. So if you're practicing fair trade, it means that you want to help reduce poverty. So how do we reduce the poverty? That is when processors and producers receive a sustainable income and support for their community. It goes a long way in helping them or enabling them to break the poverty cycle. Basically, when customers purchase essential depot products, they are directly impacting on the lives of the women and ensuring their ability to afford life essentials such as food, education, healthcare, and they are also assisting the war that they are fighting against poverty. And they are helping to improve women's lives and also contribute to a better community, a better society, and a better world. These are the essence of fair trade. And then how do we practice fair trade? That's the next thing I want us to look at. How do we practice fair trade? We have to make sure that we provide the needed support to our producers and our processors. You support them with equipment to sustainably improve the quantity and the quality of their product. And I want to say that I believe all participants in this conference who purchase products of Essential Depot, are not just purchasing the product, but it's because of the quality. And I believe that for us to be able to maintain this quality, there is the need that we ensure that we give the maximum support, we give whatever that is needed for these producers to be able to continue producing the product, continue producing the shea butter, continue producing the coconut oil, continue producing cocoa butter that is of higher grade quality that meets the standard of all customers of Essential Depot. They are able to come out with boreholes, construct school facilities for their children. They support in social amenities. Basically, what I'm trying to drive here is fair trade is a better deal for producers and processors. So the producers and the processors of Essential Depot shea butter, coconut oil, cocoa butter, and other products there are sure of sustainable income. The processors and producers receive continuous fair trade prices for all their products. So that is one of the benefits. The second one is that it promotes community development. Processors and producers also receive a fair trade premium, which is used for social, economic, and development projects. And the women take charge of whatever they need, whatever they want. They take the decision to, buy whatever they want. So we leave them to take the decisions among themselves, and no one, take decision for them. And then we also ensure environmental sustainability. Fair trade promotes agro-processing practices that are environmentally sustainable and help mitigate the effects of climate change. As part of our requirements, we prohibit the use of shea trees for production of butter. Indiscriminate felling of shea trees is one of our principles that we forbid. Bush burning, all practices that endanger the environment, all practices that endanger the shea trees that is where the woman's livelihood depends on, we prohibit it. So we also, as part of the fair trade, ensure that we encourage the women to practice shea butter production in a manner that sustains our environment, and that keeps our environment clean, and that mitigates the effect of climate change. It is also a source of empowerment for the women. When you practice fair trade, you give power to the women, you give power to the producers. They take decision, they take charge of their operations, and they, decide on what they need. We also promote decent working conditions. All processors and producers benefit regulated working hours and a policy that prohibits discrimination. We do not discriminate. You ensure that all women, all producers are treated fairly. And one other point is that it enables the women to plan more for their future. The producers with Essential Depot and customers of Essential Depot, are sure of sustainable production. When they received 4 containers just a few days ago, you needed to be there to see the joy of the women. This has never happened in their life before. And they very happy, and they know very well that their future is guaranteed by Greener Life Club and Essential Depot and customers of Essential Depot. Now, I want us to look at the benefit of fair trade in relation to consumers. And when I say consumers, I'm referring to the customers of Essential Depot and then Greener Life Club members. Now, what are the benefits? It helps reduce poverty. And I believe all members present in this conference who purchase all products from Essential Depot are very happy, and you want the money that you pay to reflect in the producer's pocket. In other words, you want to ensure that they are able to get 3 square meals a day to be able to continue producing you the butter. And when that happens, it means that you are helping them to break the poverty cycle. And all customers or all consumers who purchase Essential Depot products or Shea Butter also help in investing in areas of sustainable development. And what are these areas? The social, the environmental, and economic. So as you buy your Shea Butter, as you buy your coconut oil, as you buy your cocoa butter, as you buy the other products from Essential Depot, you should know very well that you are contributing to sustainable development in the areas of social, environmental, and economic lives of the people who produces these products. Another point that I want to talk about is this. All the consumers who purchase Essential Depot products or who purchase the products from the producers and processors. The most important point here is this. You want Shea Butter that is natural, Shea Butter that is not, adulterated. So the product that you buy from these consumers, you buy from these producers from Essential Depot are GMO free. And it is that the fair trade, environmental standard and guidelines prohibit the use of genetically modified nuts by processors. These nuts that are being used to produce the Shea Butter for your Essential Depot and customers of Essential Depot are picked directly from our communities. As I speak now, the women, this is the season. The women are busy at the field picking the nuts. And I think in a couple of weeks' time, in a couple of weeks, we are going to start producing and filling the containers just arrived. Another point here is about quality. It's about quality, and that is, I know, is at the bottom of every customer, every consumer of Essential Depot products. And Fair Trade Standard also inquired, how do we even get how do we ensure quality? That is the point I want to make here. How do we ensure that the products that these women produce are of quality standard? Now we do that by investing in training and investing in improving the production and processing methods that result in the quality of the product. And on this note, I want to let everyone in this conference know that in the whole of WA, that is the Upper West region, producers of Essential Depot Shea Butter was awarded the best Shea Butter producers in Wa in the Upper West region of Ghana. We were recognized and awarded by the Ghana Ministry of Food and Agriculture and the government of Ghana. So this award, came through, was successful by the Greener Life Club. So we want to dedicate this to all who are present at this conference, the Greener Life Club members, Essential Depot team members, and Derek, that this award goes to say that the whole of WA, our shea butter, has been adjudged the best. So all who purchase shea butter from Essential Depot, you are purchasing the right share for your products, because the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, that's Ghana, and the government of Ghana awarded this certificate to producers of Essential Depot shea butter. Let me quickly move to women's rights. Now, Ghana is a sustainable and democratic lower middle income country with free press, active civil society, independent judiciary, providing stronger, favorable environment for citizens' economic development. Just like every human being in Ghana, women are given equal rights under the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The status of women and their role in the Ghanaian society has improved over the few decades. At far back, women were regarded to be, they were seen to be, housewives. The role of women are only to be in the kitchen producing food. When a man gives birth and the male and female children, they say, oh, the female children are to be in the house and, be cooking and doing the household choices. And then the male children are being sent to school. And at the end of the day, you realize that the education of women declined, and it affected, the women's education. But as I speak, there has been a significant change in that perspective. Now, the status of women in Ghana and their role in the Ghanaian society, as I already said, has improved. There has been a slow increase in the political participation of women throughout history. In decision-making, women were seen, not to be considered. But as I speak, yes, women are now gaining their voice in all aspects. If you look at the Ghana parliament, now the number of women parliamentarians, is increasing, and there has been awareness. And the government of Ghana has given some assistance. They have given some assistance to women who want to contest in political positions. And I think that is a good idea for us to support women's rights and women's participation in our socioeconomic development. And there has been, and all these are efforts made to bring about gender equality. And the government of Ghana has signed, on to numerous international conventions to enhance women's rights. Although women's rights in Ghana have made significant progress, there are significant progress in the areas of education, as I already talked about, in the areas of employment, health for women. All these still need attention. The way we want the education of women, we want that to peg at the same level of the men. In terms of employment, we want gender equality in that perspective, and healthcare. Additionally, women have less access to resources than men. In Ghana, our customary land tenure system is such a way that it doesn't give women access to land. And you know, land in Ghana is a very economic asset. So by our traditional customs, it deprives women from having land which they can do their farming activities. There are multiple aspects of the Ghanaian traditional society affect gender, impacting on their rights. And these are some of the things. And internationally, none of the Sustainable Development Goals can be achieved without Goal 5 at the forefront of every country's effort. And Goal 5 talks about gender equality. Goal 1 talks about no poverty. Goal 2 talks about zero hunger. How do we achieve these Sustainable Development Goals if we don't support or we don't do things that promote women's rights? So for us to be able to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, we need to put Goal 5 at the forefront of every country's efforts. Okay, so how do we strengthen women's rights in Ghana? That is one of the topic or aspect I want us to also look at. How do we then strengthen women's rights in Ghana? So one, we need to look at educational empowerment. We need to continue supporting our women's education. If we recognize the fact that the economic growth does not mean that women are receiving the same jobs, does not mean that women are receiving the same job opportunities. So when you say that Ghana's economic has been grown by this GDP, you need to look at, in terms of job opportunities, what is the ratio? We also need to promote political, economic, and social equality. That will benefit all women in the Ghanaian society. We need to educate, prejudice, and work for equal rights and respect for all women and everybody in the country. And at this note, I want to end here and thank you so much for your attention. And then if there are questions.
Alfred, I want you to stay on, but I want you to know how much everybody appreciated this. So that was fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I told Alfred he needs to get into politics, but don't do it until we've totally set up the Greener Life warehouse and he can have somebody take over him, because Alfred is an amazing individual and he really cares about the women. The women have been paid a lot more. Now they're making butter for Essential Depot, but the butter's a lot better than anybody else's. The GLC boxes, I've said this, stop the biggest problem we've always had. I've bought Shea Butter from 2 companies in Ghana. My volume went up as I promised them it would, but their manufacturing capacity to make quality Shea Butter didn't go up. So we got some of the worst crap you could imagine, sorry for that word, and we had to filter from the last 2 suppliers before we decided to set the warehouse up with Alfred. We had to take the Shea Butter and we had to filter out the sediment, the spiders. I mean, I'm too honest, but we had to basically reprocess the Shea Butter and we lost money on that. So I invested almost $200,000 in Northern Ghana. The certification team went out there, and Alfred just educated my certification team on what I view fair trade in a big way. We came close to it, but you've got to do it. We're running over time. We've got some schedule adjustments. Do we have any good questions from our Zoomers? Sorry, Zoom audience. Do we have any good questions? Pick the best question. Come on up.
One of the comments said, I absolutely love this and was honestly never really educated or aware of the impacts of fair trade. I will always make a point to search and purchase fair trade products, even if I cannot find one on Essential Depot. I feel like this was a wealth of information to me. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, Alfred.
So Derek, hello.
Yep.
Yeah, so I just brought one of our containers here of Shea, which I actually wanted opened. And when I talked about the quality aspect, I just opened this and I wanted to, I don't know, my camera can zoom in everybody in this conference to have a look at our Shea. This is how we package it, and you see the physical appearance. That tells you how unique this product is for their cosmetics. So just to let them see our product here. Thank you.
Thank you, but tell the audience the delivery you took this week and how many containers of Shea Butter we're going to be shipping to the US. What happened?
Yes, so,
can you share any pictures of delivery?
Yeah, so we took delivery of 4 feet containers this week. I think I just sent the pictures when we're dropping them in our facility to Derek. I don't know, because of the time, I don't know if he has the time there to show them to, you know, everyone here. It goes to emphasize the fact that, you know, we are poised in providing quality product, and the Greener Life Club is also, you know, delivering and ensuring that they produce, they get quality share for the customers. And in a couple of weeks, hopefully by next month, we are going to start producing them, and we are hoping that we will be able to produce a container quarterly for the Essential Depot. This and let me say, this time we are blessed to have our share fruiting very well this season. So we're hoping to, you know, fill about 4 containers. When the women saw the containers, they told me that they are going to fill all the containers. So I said, well, let's see how that works.
Let's just quantify this. Once a container comes with 25,000 empty GLC boxes.
Yes.
When a container comes back, it comes with 6,600 7-pound containers.
Yes, so that's a lot. That's a lot. So I really want to let all those who purchase Essential Depot share.
But I also want
those who haven't yet, all those who have not yet tried Essential Depot shea butter in their product. Yesterday, I've been watching, and then you asked one lady whether she has tried that. She said not yet. I want to challenge her to try Essential Depot shea butter in their product, and then she will come back and give a share testimony.
Okay, I don't want to break the heart of any of the Shea pickers, none of the ladies, but I do want you to get me black soap, cocoa butter, and
Okay.
about. Sure. Can you get me black soap flakes?
Sure.
Okay, 10 cents a pound. Thank you. What about cocoa butter?
Sure.
Anything else, Kim? Any ideas of stuff we can bring in from black soap, melt and pour? Can you do that?
Good. Sure.
Okay, now you
You
know.
You know, Derek. I want to let you know that you know, I've joined Essential Depot and Greener Life Club for just some few years now. So you are yet to know the potential of Alfred. So I stand the capacity to deliver what I promise.
I asked Alfred to join us here at the conference 2 weeks ago, and he said, yes, I'll get the visa. I said, whatever it takes. He went to the American Embassy. How many times?
Oh, I went there. I went there about 4 days, trying to, you know, a week, trying to just secure the visa. And then they told me to go, and after I've applied, they set a date for me, which wasn't suitable. Then they asked me to go fill an emergency visa. Then I went and did that. Then they got back and they told me that, oh, they have some requirements for issuing emergency visa. And my trip doesn't, you know, meet that requirement. So I have to stick to the date that has been stated. So all good, all good. The date that they've given me still holds. I will secure that visa, and then hopefully next year. But you know,
if that was the British embassy, we'd have said, "Come on in for a cup of tea. There's your visa." Okay. All right, Alfred.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So, Mr. Derek, let me use this opportunity to thank you all, and then thank everybody. Thank the hardworking team of Essential Depot. Thank everybody who is watching Zoom and present there. Thank you so much.
One second. There's a couple of guys want to say hi.
Good. So come.
And Kim.
There we are.
Oh,
Alfred, it's great to see
hey,
you.
my wife is here.
Good to see you so healthy and well.
Where are they?
Can you guys give them a quick verse or something, just to say a quick hi? These guys sang to the women. Let's look at the family. These guys sang to the ladies out there, and it's the most memorable visit they've ever had. So, okay, here we go, guys. Wait for this. Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the angels and the halls in the streets.
All right.
You know, this song made them said, you know, they challenged Derek, and they said, you know, he needs to come and break this record, because each time I go to the community, the women still use this song to remember Dr. Mark and Dr. Ken.
Make sure you tell them hello from us and to keep singing.
Good.
I'm going to need a few drinks before I do that.
Oh.
Okay. All right, we've got to set up for the next session.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Greener Life Club. 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 Greener Life Club.